Listen, Marvel Snap is a great game, but when I was a rookie, there were definitely some things that I did that cost me ranks and cubes and sanity, and I don't want you to have to experience that. So I've compiled a list of 30 things that I wish I knew as a brand new snapper that I would now like to share with you. For those who do not know, my name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming, and I'm a live streamer and content creator for Marvel Snap and a variety of other games. So I'd love to have you join the guest list down below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's hop to it. Tip number 1, focus on your collection level as a brand new player. Do not focus on your rank. In the beginning, it's about growing the collection, not worrying about where you place amongst the ranked ladder. Get the cards unlocked, because as you progress through and unlock more cards, you unlock more strategies and a lot better understanding of the game. If you want to see a couple of decks that also are really key, well, you're going to want to take a look at the video in the upper corner over there. Yeah, definitely take a look at the beginner guide. Tip number 2, if you want a faster way to progress up the collection track, make sure that you upgrade all of your variants in the beginning and your base cards to the uncommon green border. It costs half the amount of boosters and resources to do so. So by doing just the greens, you'll progress up that track faster. And when you're starting the game, don't worry about brand new cards that are coming out right from the very beginning in Series 5 and Series 4. Focus on the series that you're in. Learn the cards, learn the decks from there, and you will progress up that collection ladder, track, everything much faster. As you dive through the world of Marvel Snap, you'll come to realize there is a lot of cards. Do not get overwhelmed by that. It will look very daunting from the very beginning, but with the right tools in place, you'll progress through not just learning them, but earning them faster. Remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Tip number 5, your goal in the very beginning should be get to Series 3. That is where the cards really open up. Be patient. It's not going to take as long as you think it will, but the second you end up in Series 3, you'll feel the difference. Number 6, your gold is precious. Save it. Don't waste it. Save it for things like mission refreshes or bundles that will specifically give you a high amount of value for the card. If you're a free-to-play player, when you start or as you continue, it doesn't matter. These right here, these missions, they are your lifeline. This should be its own video all by itself. Make sure you focus on your dailies. Get them done. Do not let them stack. Remember, the collection track as you're starting the game really does favor making sure that you're logging in daily. Grab, even if it's just for a brief moment, those couple of little extra resources, especially in the beginning. It will catapult you through your progression. Number 9, similar to how gold is, as you progress through and you start unlocking collector's tokens, please save these for the impactful cards. Don't just use them on awesome cosmetics or cards that are just fun. Save them for game changers. And tip number 10 for the whole progression and collection side of things, be careful with variants. Be very careful with variants. You must really like it in the very beginning to spend resources on getting a variant, because they have zero, and I repeat, zero progression value. So if you're going to spend resources on it, make sure it's one you really like. Now, outside of the beginner decks, which again, you can take a look up here and find, here are a couple quick tips on deck building in general. When you're first starting the game, make sure you're building around one idea. Don't try to build 3 different ideas into one deck. Find a home like ongoing, move, zoo, etc., and really own that within that deck. Similarly, even as you progress all the way through, just because you've moved out of Series 1 and you're into Series 2, Series 3, etc., don't sleep on these very beginner cards that you get right from the very beginning. Iron Man, for example, is a stellar card all the way through into high competitive, long-term infinite metas. You never know when those cards will be useful. Also, if your deck doesn't support a niche card, don't run it. Just because the card is cool doesn't mean you should be running it in that specific type of build. If you're running an ongoing deck and you throw this in there, Tip number 4, remember, synergetic cards will always be better than just very powerful cards. So you might be running a move deck And yes, Hulk might be 2 power more, but if he's activating all of the other move cards and those are scaling and ramping up, always go with synergy, not just raw power. Oh, and tip number 5, because we're here, you don't need to have a 6-cost card in every single deck. Sounds silly, but just a reminder. Now, what about when you're in the actual game? Sure, there's a tutorial to get you started if you're a brand new player, and even if you've been playing for a week or two, just remember this. You don't have to know every single card to start winning. You're going to learn them as you go. The game does a pretty good job of setting you up for that, but don't get overwhelmed if you enter a new series and you keep seeing that new card animation regularly pop up. You will learn them over time. You're not expected to know everything right from the beginning. One of those big tips, to be honest, was remembering that it's only important to play cards when it's smart, not just because you can. Sometimes those synergetic cards feel like they're not synergetic at all because it's turn 2 and I have to play a 2-cost card. No, you don't. Hold back, take your time. Reservation is one of the most difficult things in these games, but it is also one of the most powerful weapons once you learn it. And don't worry about super meta decks that you see on every YouTube video and live stream right off the bat. Play what you know. If you know a move deck inside and out, that will be the deck that climbs up the ladder, potentially gets you to infinite for the very first time. Take your time with what you know, own it, then start to branch out to other things. Also, make sure that you read the locations before you just start throwing cards down on them because, okay, the location's open. It might backfire on you. Locations are the 13th card in everybody's deck. Don't forget that. When you're playing those cards, remember the order in which you play them will be the exact order in which you resolve them. So whether you're triggering an on reveal, activating a card, whatever order you put those out there, make sure that you're doing them in the right order that you want the effects to finish out as. Know that turn priority is a very important thing. When you have priority on the board like this, it's based on the power on the board, who's winning in that exact moment. So at the moment, I'm winning right here, and you can see in the corner over there that I have a glowing halo. That means I have the priority. So on my next card that I drop, my cards will reveal first before my opponent's cards would. As you battle through, it's gonna be a constant question to yourself. How do I win 2 lanes? You do not have to win the entire board. So right from the very beginning, as soon as you see all 3 locations, you wanna start asking yourself, how can I win 2 lanes? Not 3. If you have a strong read on their deck and you see a win condition potentially waiting for you in front of you, go ahead. Go ahead and snap. Double up on those cubes if you can, because you never know what's going to happen afterwards.
It's clobbering time.
Like that. Additionally, bluffing is definitely real. If you think you can get an early enough read, you might be able to bluff snap them out, force a retreat, and take some minimal cubes away from your opponent. Also, know your outs, because if a random card on your top deck or the final move could potentially win the game, you're normally in a pretty good position. You might want to stay. So know your outs. Tip number 12. If you're far behind and your opponent snaps, don't be afraid to retreat. Don't be afraid to retreat. It's okay. Save your cubes. Also with that, remember, retreating is not losing. It's just saving your cubes for a later fight that actually matters. You're only ever going to get better by playing more and more, winning, losing, and trying again. So go through those pains and those processes. Retreating is fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Simultaneously, if you're having a really tough streak and snap is making you snap when you shouldn't and you're tilting, just don't, just back away. Don't snap out of frustration. The tilt is free cubes, but for them, not for you. All right, well, there you go. Real simple. 30 tips that I wish someone had honestly probably yelled at me right from the very beginning, because when I dove into Marvel Snap for the very first time, I hadn't played card games in years, and a lot of those little nuances are really important. So if any of those helped, hit the like button. And if you've got a tip of your own, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. I greatly appreciate all the support. Once again, for those who do not know, my name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming. I'll see you next time.